Hey guys, Ambience here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to beat aggressive nightmare mode on Five Nights at Freddy's 3 using a strategy that I promise you have never seen before. If you've already watched a few guides for aggressive nightmare and they're not helping, this one might just do the trick. I was struggling a lot with this mode and getting really frustrated, so I messaged my fellow content creator True Player and asked for some advice, and he told me to try out this strategy. I was able to beat it multiple times right off the bat, and I can't wait to share this with you guys. By the way, I cannot claim any credit for this strategy. True Player came up with this all on his own. His channel is linked in the description below, as well as in the cards, and I highly recommend subscribing to him. I learned a lot from watching his videos, and I'm sure you can too. Now, with that out of the way, what is this hidden strategy? Well, it's going to sound pretty counterintuitive at first, and it'll take some getting used to. For the first hour or so, you're just going to let Springtrap roam around the building. Seal whichever vent he's closest to at the moment, and just use the camera to keep track of where he is. If you need to reboot the cameras, wait until you see gray static appear on the camera Springtrap is in. This signals that Springtrap has just left the room. Play audio to lure him back, and go reboot. This should buy you enough time and prevent Springtrap from entering an unsealed vent immediately. Generally, you don't want Springtrap to be in cam 9 or 10 when you go to reboot. There's a good chance that he'll enter an unsealed vent and just kill you. Once 1 AM comes, you'll have to be a bit more careful. Anytime you go to a camera that isn't 2, 3, 5, or 6, you're going to immediately hit map toggle twice. This allows you to avoid any phantoms that may appear on the cameras. As always, remember to move slowly to the left when going to reboot. If Foxy is there, double back and pull the monitor up, then down again. If he's still there, repeat this until he disappears. You can safely ignore Freddy, just don't idle in the office without the monitor or maintenance panel up. Keep in mind that Foxy can spawn at 12 AM, but the others cannot. Also, each phantom can only jump scare you once, so if you end up eating a Foxy or BB jump scare, you don't have to deal with that specific animatronic for the rest of the night. You don't actually have to lure Springtrap anywhere until he gets to cam 5. At this point, lure him to either cam 6 or 8. 8 is further away from you, but there's always the risk of a puppet jump scare if your reflexes aren't perfect. Plus, this puts Springtrap near a lot of different vents. 6 is a safer bet as no phantoms spawn here and you can just seal cam 12 and be good. If you do lure him to cam 8 at 1 AM or later, make sure you know how to proceed without triggering a phantom. Even if you avoid the puppet, it can be hard to tell where Springtrap goes upon leaving, and you'll probably be tempted to check cam 7. There's an easy way to avoid triggering Chica and still determine where Springtrap is. Check cam 9 and remember to map toggle twice to avoid BB. If Springtrap isn't there, he's in either cam 5 or 7. If you don't hear the danger sound cue, he's in 7, and you should seal cam 12 as quickly as possible. If you hear the danger sound cue and Freddy isn't walking past a window, he's in 5. If Freddy is walking past a window, it's a gamble, and you should check cam 5 to be sure. Eventually, Springtrap will probably escape this loop and make it past cam 5. At this point, keep a close eye on him and continue to let him roam. If he goes back to cam 5 on his own, continue this pattern as normal and seal cam 13 to be safe. If he makes it to cam 2, seal cam 15 immediately. This is the only vent that you need to worry about right now. If he enters a sealed vent at any point, this is a great opportunity to reboot any systems that are close to going offline. When he leaves cam 2, check the vent. If he's not there, play audio in cam 2 to get him back. If you prefer, you can also drop the monitor to see if he's at the window, then play audio if he is. If he's not, just let him roam and see if he goes back to cam 5 on his own. This is probably optimal, but requires more work and is a bit riskier. Trying to reboot while Springtrap is in cam 2 and wasn't just lured there is a death trap in most cases. Wait until he leaves, then play audio to get him back and go reboot. If he enters the vent, just go reboot instantly. If you see him outside your window, don't panic and play audio in cam 2. Most of the time, he'll go back there. Sometimes the RNG just isn't in your favor and Springtrap will run past a window. At this point, try to keep him in cam 1 and only reboot audio. Once you get within about 30 seconds of 6 AM, you can try staring him down and hope the ventilation doesn't fail. You'll be spending the majority of the night keeping Springtrap in cam 2 with cam 15 sealed. Believe it or not, this is actually pretty reliable and Springtrap rarely runs past a window as long as you play audio quickly after he leaves cam 2. As long as you avoid the phantoms and keep track of where Springtrap is, you should be able to make it to 6 AM pretty consistently. Now, how exactly is this better than the standard strategy? After all, aren't you just trying to keep Springtrap contained in a room much closer to you? Well, let me know if this sounds familiar. You lure Springtrap to cam 10 and go to reboot. You have Cam 14 sealed, and really, what are the chances of him going through Cam 11 before you finish rebooting? The instant you open the maintenance panel, Springtrap gets a sudden burst of inspiration to beat one of Usain Bolt's outstanding world records. You're almost done rebooting, and you hear banging in the vents. It's okay, he's probably in Cam 14, which is sealed. Then you lower the panel, and Springtrap is outside your door faster than you can say this is complete bull. Yeah, if you played this mode for long enough, that probably seems pretty relatable. The issue here is that Cam 11 and 14 are really close to each other, and trying to keep Springtrap in Cam 10 is basically gambling your fate every time you close the monitor. In Cam 2, however, there's only one vent near Springtrap that he's likely to enter, and that's Cam 15. Sure, he can go to Cam 5 and sneak through the vent there, but this is a lot less likely to happen and isn't even catastrophic if it does. Springtrap has a lot more possible moves than he does in Cam 9, and even if he gets through the vent, you might still be able to lure him back to Cam 2 and continue as normal. So remember, let Springtrap roam around for a while, lure him back to Cam 6 or 8 once he gets to 5, and seal whichever vent he's closest to at the moment. Once he gets to Cam 2, seal the vent and keep him there for the rest of the night. Now, I do want to be clear that this isn't a strategy that 100% guarantees success. Sometimes you just get unlucky and there's nothing you can really do about it. As far as I know, there is no perfect strategy for aggressive nightmare mode, there's just too many luck factors for it to be beatable every time. Still, this strategy greatly increases your chances of success, and I really do recommend giving it a go. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Once again, I'd like to thank TruePlayer for sharing this strategy with me and for making this guide possible. Go check him out after this video. With that being said, thank you guys for watching this guide. I hope it helped you, and I'll see you in the next one.